I want to take you all back for a little bit, but with a favorite Nintendo 64 game of mine from back in the day. Obviously now owned by Microsoft. Perfect Dark. Everybody loved Smash or Majora's Mask at the time, but the cartridge that stayed in my Nintendo 64 was Perfect Dark. I played this bad boy to death. Not only is it a far better game than its predecessor, GoldenEye 007, but it's one of the best FPS games the Nintendo 64 at the time could ever have. My favorite mode was local multiplayer. My favorite map, the Ravine. I used to play this map to absolute death as a kid, to the point where it's been burned into my memory of its entire layout. It's definitely, in my opinion, a classic map for sure, but unfortunately, not everyone agrees. Now, to introduce you to an indie first-person shooter simply named Cube. Cube is still a fun game, and you can still download it today. Cube had a good mix of single-player maps and as well as multiplayer maps. So, for a free game that has a massive mix of content created by the creator and his community, gives you hours of enjoyment. I still love the original Cube. Then we have Cube 2 Sauerbraten. I don't care how you pronounce it. When this was in development, the original Cube was already dying of its player base, obviously as everyone was moving over to Cube 2, which has a far more advanced map editor and prettier graphics. But the single player content ultimately lacks, and it seems the community focused more of their time with multiplayer maps. Even today, there is still a player base that ultimately just plays Instagib. This reminds me of Quake 3 Arena before id Software released Quake Live. Quake 3 just had maps solely dedicated to Instagib, and that only ended because of Live. Cube 2 shared the same fate, where the community only cares about one-shot rifle and one-hit deaths, which unfortunately makes the online portion of the game boring, as this is all they honestly enjoy. Now, I did make a map for this game, a complete remake of the Ravine from Perfect Dark, and I am still proud of it. Unfortunately, the Cube 2 community didn't care for it. Not even the creator. They mostly like prettier maps with more rounded geometry. I was going for an exact representation of the Ravine with some pretty lighting and water. But no one appreciated it, which saddens me. After I created this map, I never made another map again. But then again, I still love what I did, even if they didn't.